The only one that made false statements is you.
My final question to you, Mr. Director, is do you know that it is a crime to lie to Congress? Do you know that? That's my last question.
I have not lied to Congress.
I didn't ask you that.
The one that lied to Congress is you.
Do you? I'm not testifying here, sir, and I don't lie.
Maybe the next time you run up a $7,000 bar tab, we can talk about it.
Well,
here's the question Washington suddenly had no answer for. Before we dive into the full story, comment where you're watching from, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Everyone knows lying to Congress is a crime, so this exchange landed hard. The question came up twice, got dodged twice, and now sits in the record unanswered. And when the FBI director will not say yes to something that basic, it raises alarms for everyone watching.
Director Patel, I've been listening carefully to your responses to some of my colleagues, and I want to start with a question that Senator Coons asked you that relates to this article where the headline is Kash Patel's latest firings ousted agents with expertise in Iran. The article says that these individuals were fired for their role in the classified documents investigations of Donald Trump. First of all, is that true?
The article, just like all the other articles you cited, is false, and there's ongoing litigation, so I can't address it.
Okay. You did answer Senator Coons, and I understood your answer to be that the people that were fired, that none of them were part of the group that had Iran expertise. Is that your answer?
No, he asked if they were Iran experts. I said they were not.
Were the group fired? Did it include people who were Iran experts?
No.
Did it include people who were involved in counter-espionage activities with respect to Iran?
I don't have the list in front of me.
So you don't know whether or not you fired people with counter-espionage experience with respect to Iran? You don't know the answer to that question?
I terminated anyone and everyone that weaponized law enforcement.
I see. So it was related, obviously, to the classified documents case. So
that's not what I said.
Well, Director Patel, I understood you to say in response to Senator Murray that you've not redirected FBI resources toward the immigration enforcement effort.
That's not what I said.
Okay. Have you redirected resources away from your core FBI responsibilities toward the mass deportation effort?
No one at the FBI has been permanently reassigned on the immigration front, and when we pull the numbers, the FBI's overall operational field expenditures surged periodically for immigration enforcement activities, including the arrest of 2,000 people with direct ties to foreign terrorist organizations, was 2.4%.
So, okay, so the key word there, I guess, was permanently. You have not permanently reassigned. Is that what you reassigned temporarily?
Surges, yes, sir.
Okay. Have you had a chance to listen to or read about Brian Driscoll's statements about what you said to him and the reasons for his firing?
No, I have not, sir.
So let me just say this, Mr. Director. In your response to me earlier, where you had a little bit of a blow up, you made a couple provably false statements.
So did you.
No, Mr. Director, I was reading about and asking you to respond to allegations that are made. In fact, I was giving you an opportunity to do that, and you took that opportunity. But in the process, you made these provably false statements that I know are sort of like urban legend in right-wing media about margaritas in El Salvador, which is provably false. And so coming from the mouth of an FBI director to make provably false statements in a hearing like this is extremely troubling. And it leads me to ask whether or not the other things you've been saying are false statements. And so because that's a provably false statement. You made a couple others that are provably false. And this is from the mouth of the FBI director.
The only one that made false statements is you.
My final question to you, Mr. Director, is do you know that it is a crime to lie to Congress? Do you know that? That's my last question.
I have not lied to Congress.
I didn't ask you that.
The one that lied to Congress is you. And
I'm not testifying here, sir, and I don't lie.
maybe the next time you run up a $7,000 bar tab, we can talk about it.
Well, see, there you go, lying again. You suggested
in the FBC report. I'll post it right now.
You suggested it was
Hang
public.
on.
It wasn't public money, as you know. That was for a 50-member staff party.
So it was a $7,000 bar tab.
Mr.
Oh,
Patel, I'm
okay.
glad. Let me just say in closing, Mr. Chairman, two things. I'm glad that you have agreed to take the test regarding, whether you have alcohol problems. I'm glad you agreed with me to do that. You still haven't answered my final question. Do you know, Mr. Director, that it is a crime to lie to Congress? Do you know that?
I do not lie to Congress.
I didn't ask you that.
And you're insinuating that I am
I
because
asked you whether you know.
You want to correct your time in this session where you got steamrolled by the facts so you can have a Twitter narrative so
Mr.
you can go
Director.
raise more money and spend more money on $7,000 bar tab.
Just let the
And
record
I'm not
show,
going to give
Mr.
it to
Chairman.
you.
The Director of the FBI apparently does not want to answer the question about whether or not it's a crime to lie to Congress, and I find that extremely troubling.
I find it troubling that you lie to the American
with law
people every day.
enforcement. You are a disgrace, Mr. Director.
Patel heard the question twice and answered it exactly 0 times. That wasn't some slip or oversight. This was deliberate. An institution just asked its own director the most fundamental question it can ask. Do you recognize any limits on what you can say in this room? And silence followed. Institutions don't just implode overnight. They crumble slowly, one small surrender at a time. A question left hanging, a document that never surfaces, a directive no one can trace back to its source. Today, Van Hollen didn't let up. He pressed Patel on 3 separate specific issues. He asked why agents with Iran counterintelligence experience were suddenly terminated. Patel claimed he didn't have the list available. He asked whether FBI resources had been quietly redirected toward mass deportation operations. Patel hid behind the word permanently, like it was a shield. And then Van Hollen read back statements Patel had made earlier that very same hearing. Statements already debunked by the press. And Patel's response? He went after the senator's bar tab. The pattern couldn't be clearer. Every time a concrete question lands, a name, a number, a verifiable fact, the response is either unavailability, deflection, or a personal attack. Van Hollen distilled it all into one simple point. Do you know that it is a crime to lie to Congress? That wasn't some trick question or political theater. It was asking him to confirm something every American with basic civics knowledge already understands. And Patel...
Kash Patel has come under intense scrutiny amid reports of alleged excessive drinking and unexplained absences from the FBI. Fox 5's Linda Schmidt is in the newsroom right now with the latest on this hearing. And Linda, what do we know?
Yeah, first of all, good afternoon to you there, Haley. You know, the FBI director, he was firing back at a senator from Maryland today who questioned Kash Patel about reports in the Atlantic magazine claiming that Patel has a drinking problem and that there have been times when FBI personnel as well as his security detail have not been able to either locate him or even wake him up. Now, Patel then accusing the senator of inappropriate behavior. Go ahead, take a look at this right here. This is Patel testifying before the Senate Appropriations Committee. It is still going on right now regarding the 2027 budget request to increase funding for the FBI. Well, it quickly turned into a heated exchange with the senator from Maryland. Several members of Congress have questioned Patel's leadership at the FBI. Take a listen.
Very well. The only person that was slinging margaritas in El Salvador on the taxpayer dollar with a convicted gangbanging rapist was you.
You know,
the only person that ran up a $7,000 bar tab in Washington, D.C. at the lobby bar was you. So the only individual in this room that has been drinking on taxpayer dime during the day is you.
Director Patel, come on. These are serious allegations that were made against you. They're in a lawsuit that you filed.
You drinking margaritas with a gangbanger is true and on video.
It just goes to show
you running a $7,000 bar tab at the lobby bar has been filed by your own office.
This goes to show
during the day. That's you. This is the ultimate example of hypocrisy.
Mr. Chairman,
I will not be tarnished by baseless allegations or fraudulent statements from the media.
The fact that you mentioned that indicates you don't know what you are talking about. Now, here, Director
The only thing I know is you're the one drinking margaritas with felons.
Actually, that's a false statement.